Hello and welcome to Lakewood Next Daily Devotions. In today's text, Jesus is going to give some weird instructions to his disciples. He's going to tell them to go into town. They're going to see a donkey tied up probably behind someone's house or in a field or something, and they're supposed to untie it and bring it to Jesus. And he tells them that if anybody asks them why they're doing that, all they need to say is, "The Lord needs it." It's a strange request. But the disciples do what they're told. And that's where we're going to pick it up in the text. In Matthew chapter 21, starting in verse 6. The disciples went and did as Jesus had directed them. They brought the donkey and the colt and put on them their cloaks, and he sat on them. Most of the crowd spread their cloaks on the road, and others cut branches from the trees and spread them on the road. And the crowds that went before him and that followed him were shouting, "Hosanna to the Son of David! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord! Hosanna in the highest!" And when they entered Jerusalem, the whole city was stirred up, saying, "Who is this?" And the crowd said, "This is the prophet Jesus from Nazareth of Galilee." So Jesus rides into Jerusalem, not on a war horse, not on a chariot, but on a donkey. And the crowd goes wild, shouting, "Hosanna! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord! Hosanna in the highest!" It's a royal welcome. It's the welcome of a conquering king, but it's also filled with a lot of irony. Jesus is the King of Kings, but he wasn't what the people expected. They wanted a political warrior, someone to overthrow Rome. Instead, he comes with humility, with peace, with gentleness. In fact, even in arriving on a donkey, Jesus, like so many other times in his life, is intentionally acting to fulfill prophecy. In this instance, he's fulfilling the prophecy of Zechariah. In Zechariah 9:9, it says, "Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout aloud, O daughter of Jerusalem. Behold, your king is coming to you. Righteous and having salvation is he, humble and mounted on a donkey, on a colt, the foal of a donkey." See, Jesus is the king. And in this moment, they are all for it. But there's a twist. See, by the end of this week, the same crowd that shouted Hosanna is going to be shouting, "Crucify." Jesus didn't meet the expectations of the people. They wanted him to set up a Jerusalem that would be the powerhouse nation in the world. Someone that would overthrow all other kingdoms and make the Israelites the top of the global food chain. But Jesus didn't come for that. He didn't come to conquer the empire of Rome. Jesus came to conquer a tyrant more powerful and more devious than Rome. He came to conquer sin and death. And he didn't come to set up a temporary kingdom in this world, but an eternal kingdom that would open the doors of sonship, of adoption to the whole world. So let me ask, what kind of king are you looking for? One who fits your agenda, your desires, your goals? Or are you looking for one who calls you to follow him? Jesus will not meet your expectations, but he will exceed them. Sometimes your expectations will be disappointed, but understand that when your expectations are disappointed, it's because Jesus is doing something better. Something that lasts longer and fulfills in a greater measure than you can comprehend. So today, as you're praying through this, I'm just going to encourage you, lay down your expectations. Welcome Jesus as he is, not as you would have him be, but as he is. And then our prayer is that Jesus would teach us to trust in his way, even when we don't understand it. Be blessed today.